Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today I am so excited to be trying out the COVERGIRL Clean Liquid Foundation. I seriously have never tried this, and it is a popular product that has high ratings. It's been around for a long time and I love COVERGIRL. The first foundation I ever wore when I started wearing makeup was COVERGIRL. So I'm really excited to try this out. I got it in the shade 105 Ivory. I think it should be a good match because I am very fair right now and pretty much always. And I got this from Family Dollar for $6. So this was part of my recent huge Family Dollar makeup haul. I was looking this up online and I saw that you could find it places for like a few cents cheaper at Walmart, Target, but $6 for a foundation I think is a fantastic price. The shade range in this did not seem very impressive to me, but I do like that it is cruelty-free. I also like that it says it's supposed to look like skin. It's supposed to be breathable, not a heavy, cakey foundation formula, which that is really what I look for in my foundations is I want it to look like skin. I want it to be undetectable, and I'm very picky with my foundations, so I'm very excited to put this to the test. So this here is the normal skin version. They have a matte one, I believe, as well, but my skin right now does not need anything matte on it. I actually did my skincare routine a few hours ago, so my skin is just like I would say normal. It's not super greasy, it's not super dry. I think it's in a good place to really tell how this foundation is on top of skin, and so I'm not going to use any primer. I just want to see how this is alone. I'm also going to try this out in a few different techniques for applying it. So my new favorite way to apply foundation is with this brush here. This is that viral Amazon brush. It's from the brand Daubigny. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I'll have my video on this linked in the description down below because I am obsessed with it. So I feel like this will be really good with this foundation, but I'll also maybe try it out with my dampened beauty sponge as well. So what's a little tricky to me is that it has no applicator, no pump. So I guess I'm just going to, oh my gosh, I'm like nervous it's gonna be super messy. I don't even know how much to pour out, but that doesn't seem like enough, but we'll see. I just poured a little bit onto the back of my hand. Looking at the shade on the back of my hand, it looks like a pretty good shade match for my skin tone. And let's just start applying it to half of my face. Picking it up on the brush here. I mean, I could probably pour it directly onto the brush, but I don't want to go overboard. And let's see what I can get with this. Whoa. This has a very strong fragrance. It smells nice, but it is strong. I am not used to foundations having such a strong fragrance. It kind of almost smells like a body lotion or something. Oh, but yes, this brush is applying it beautifully. I'm able to get a really nice light layer right now with light coverage that looks super skin-like and undetectable, like it was claiming and like I was hoping for. So a little bit more, cover up the redness on my cheeks here. But wow, that smell is really surprising. It almost smells like cinnamon, like a holiday spice smell to it. Very odd. But yeah, this technique works really nicely to apply it with this sponge, and I'm able to get a very light coverage. It almost looks like a tinted moisturizer, but it doesn't look like anything on the skin, which is amazing. No cakiness, no heavy texture. but very light coverage. And I feel like I've used a lot of this already. Like I keep pouring it onto the back of my hand, which I would consider like a pump's worth in like my other liquid foundations. And this brush here really gives great coverage. It really helps to build up the foundations to as much coverage as possible. It doesn't absorb product. So if I'm getting very light coverage with this brush, then I am thinking I'm going to get very light coverage with any technique that I use to apply this, and that it's just more of a light coverage foundation. So I am trying to build it up all over my entire face, and I think this is just where I'm gonna have to land, at light coverage. I can't even really say medium coverage, not even really light to medium coverage, because the amount of redness still peeking through on my cheeks is a lot. But you can see with it versus without it, I wish this had like a sunscreen in it or something, because it is such a light coverage that for me personally, and my preference in foundations and how I like to cover up my skin, I almost feel like I wouldn't even reach for this because it's just not enough. I'd have to go over it with a lot of concealer or something. So I wish this had some other benefit to it, like that sunscreen, to get me to use this more often, because my skin right now is like, for me, it's not bad, but I just pretty much am always going to have this redness in my cheeks. I've even been trying a prescription rosacea cream for a few weeks and it's made no difference for me. So the way my skin is right now is pretty much what I'm always going to have as a baseline to cover up with my foundation. And so I know this is just for my personal preference, not very much. But you know what this would have been great for? This would have been great for my first foundation that I would have started using once I started wearing makeup in middle school. So I was saying how CoverGirl was the first foundation that I used. This would have been a great option, because for someone who's younger, doesn't have much to cover up, shouldn't be really wearing a full caked on, like full face, full beat glam makeup look every day, this is a great option. It's natural. It doesn't look like foundation on the skin. It's super easy to apply and work with. So I wish I could recommend this to my younger self. But now on the other side of my face, just for fun, let's go ahead and apply a little more. I'm going to use the dampened beauty sponge. See if there is any more coverage, if it's any different. Oh my gosh. Touching it onto my face right now, like, look, I'm picking up a lot. It looks like nothing on the skin. So that kind of goes with my theory that this is a great foundation for someone just getting into makeup, someone younger, because, you know, they'll get the process of applying foundation and learning the technique, but gosh, it really does not do too much. But maybe it can give them the confidence of feeling like they're wearing foundation, even though compared to my other foundations, it's really like I'm not wearing foundation. And yeah, the coverage that I'm able to get with the sponge is way less than what I can get with the brush. And I was already saying how I feel like I'm getting no coverage with the brush. So I feel like it's a big waste for me to apply this foundation with the sponge. I mean, you can see I applied it to this bottom half of my face, and it's like I just applied almost a moisturizer, barely tinted moisturizer. So I'm going to pick up the brush again, and just to finish the rest of my face and also kind of show you the difference in the coverage that I can get. So this is not a video review on the brush because I already did that, but this brush, so good. It's $10. Sometimes there's a coupon on Amazon, but you get to save so much product. You also save time because it's so quick and easy and it blends out perfectly. So if you do want to get this CoverGirl Clean Liquid Foundation, I think you should really get this brush to apply it with. Okay, so foundation is completely applied right now, and you can still see the redness on my cheeks peeking through, but what you cannot see is the foundation on my skin. You cannot see the texture, you cannot see any settling into lines, you cannot see cakiness. It looks so skin-like, which I am so happy to see. That's what I love in my foundations. Of course, like I'm saying, I would love to see more coverage, but for a great lightweight foundation that is super affordably priced, I really think this is a great option. I understand the hype around it. So if you are looking for a very lightweight, easy to wear, easy to apply liquid foundation for yourself, maybe your child, I really think this is a great option to try. So if you have tried this before, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.